What is up, everybody? Hope y'all had a great Friday. Welcome to the live stream. I can only drink root beer now because it don't have any caffeine. Blood pressure life. Somebody's here. Hey, Edge, what's up, buddy? You are first. That is correct. Justin, you are second. Marcus, let me put it on live chat real quick. ER4 Smiths and Dance Master. What is up, everybody? I did shave. I did. And Boise Street, Mopar Dan. What is up? Yeah, I shaved a little bit. When my mustache starts getting in my mouth, it's time to shave. CJ, what's up, Gear? Not much. Hope y'all had a great day. Hello, guys. How is everyone today? Doing good. Justin said, how are you doing? I'm doing great. I actually had to take a vacation day today. Mike, what's up? My internet quit working last night. I was actually going to post the Civic Si was wrecked video yesterday, but my internet quit working sometime. My modem went out. They want God out of the picture. Truth, truth. And we're going to talk about that here just a little bit. Gear, do you think that's bad? Have you seen the beard that I'm growing? The beard, yeah, I have seen the beard you're growing. Seen it today. I tried. Work was exhausting. I totally understand that. By the way, I got nothing done. It ain't my fault. Me and Edge were texting earlier, and he was going to be working on his shop, but he didn't get much done. He said between me and beer, he wasn't getting a whole lot done. Ben says, Theg. Let's see. I got a comment up there. 15 people's on. Then, yeah, I agree. So let's get into this a little bit. There's 15 people on here. We're at a good spot. I'm sure more will come as it goes along. I'm always a little early. I need to just say my live streams are at 7:15, but if I did that, I'd probably start at 7. So I'm early to everything. I always like being early. My wife is never on time for anything, but I'm always early. So if I told you the live stream start at 7:15, it would probably start at 7 o'clock. They want Satan. Anything is okay. It's crazy right now. Hello, everyone. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and do not forget to hit the notification bell for up-to-date content. Thank you very much, Edge. If you don't check out Edge every day, please go subscribe to Edge's channel. CJ, the world today is full of liberals, communists, and atheists, and the reasons why America is going downhill. Very true. Too many politicians, not enough engaged citizens. I agree with that. So, as my nose always itches on live streams, and I don't know why. So as the title says, what's wrong with the world today? So I'm sure we all know what this topic is going to be about. The world is messed up. Yes, it is obviously going to be about the new law that New York just passed. Very true, Mike. Going to hell in a handbasket. Yes. The new law New York just passed. Now, this makes totally no sense, and I'm going to get into it just a little bit. Even from their point of view, it makes no sense if they would totally admit it. So if y'all don't know, New York just passed a law saying that you can abort a baby. Basically, well, I actually seen a video. Hey, Doug, what's going on? What's up, Andy? Sorry about Pam's car. Thanks, Sean. I appreciate it. Yeah, she's pretty upset. We're going to get it fixed, but she actually just wants to trade it. Probably what's wrong with my toxic masculinity and make the NFL cheerleaders male. Hi, I know, right? Hey, Hunter, what's up, buddy? Hope you're still enjoying that Xterra. They want God out, and God we trust, but I will bow down into, I will not bow down. The libtards are killing, yeah, they are killing this country. Hello, Sean. All right, so in case y'all don't know, I watched a video the other day, and it was a judge talking to some lady that was some lawmaker. And he asked her, he said, so by your law, if a woman is dilated, giving birth, she could legally decide to abort that baby. And this woman tried to skate all around this topic. But he again said, no, answer the question. He said, by your law, and she said, yes, by my law, if a woman is dilated, giving birth, she can choose to abort that baby. In my opinion, hey, Rob Yoda, how's it going? In my opinion, That's murder. I mean, you've carried it 9 months and it's healthy and you're fixing to give birth and you've done that. And let me give you my reasoning behind this. If someone goes out and commits a murder on a pregnant woman, even not that far along, he can be charged with, or they can be charged with double homicide. So if you can be charged for double homicide in that state for killing a pregnant lady, why can she not be charged with homicide for killing a baby that is fixing to come out? I mean, seriously, think about that. You can have a lady that's 3 months pregnant, somebody can murder her and get double homicide off that. But you take somebody that's literally dilated and decides to abort it, and that's okay. Even by their laws, that does not make any sense at all. Not just your opinion, it is murder. Seriously, it is murder. It's yoga, what's up? Let's see here, exactly what I have said for a year. Yes, even by their laws, it makes 0 sense. None. Hey, Slow Me, what's going on? How you doing tonight? We're just debating this new New York law, or not debating it, we're just ranting about it. Probably lose half my subscribers over this, but you know, it is what it is. None of these recent laws make sense. I know it. And I agree, Edge, it is bullshit. So yes. And then furthermore, these are the same people that are complaining because they're liberals. And the liberals want, you know, open gates, open fences, let everybody just come on in. And I'm not against immigration as long as it's done right. There is a right way to do this. You go through the system, you can become a legal American citizen. You can take your test. The guy at work did that. He's from India. He went through all the right steps. And he told me the other day that it makes him mad that the people are coming over here like that because he had to go through it the right way to do it, and they're not. And now he has to pay all his taxes and everything like that. And, I mean, these are the same people that are wanting to just open the gates and are complaining. If I had to move to New York City, my neighbors would hate me. If I had to move to New York City, I'd probably jump off the Empire State Building. I think all the crooked politicians in New York should be took out shot. They're worthless to us anyway, but that's just me. So they're complaining and raising all this hell about separating children from their parents, from illegal aliens coming into this country. And they're all up in arms about that. Oh my gosh, we're separating all these kids. Well, my theory is, what is the difference in separating them kids and killing that baby? Seriously, what's the difference? Furthermore, what's the difference in somebody coming into this country illegally and me going out and robbing a bank and then putting me in jail for it and my daughter being at home? You've separated me from my family, and that's totally okay. And I did something illegal. The common sense of these liberals are killing me. I mean, it's just, and I'm, like I said, I'm probably going to lose half my subscribers over this video, but at this point in time, the way the world's going, I just don't even care. If you don't like what I'm saying, I have another job. Hit that unsubscribe button, kick it on out. I get it. I'm on the other side of you, and that's totally fine. But if you agree with me, pass this video along. Let's get the whole world involved in this because it's getting out of hand. It's expensive to do the testing and everything you need to be a citizen, and half of the testing ourselves. I agree, but there's still a way to do it. I mean, you can come over here with a visa and work, which is what he did, get enough money to apply and then apply. I mean, there's a lot of laws and stipulations of that, and I don't know them all. He told them to me, and I didn't know them. But still, he was working here, saved up the money, and then became a citizen. But he did it the right way. I agree with everyone, it is BS. And then again, on the other hand, it will cut down on the population. Hopefully only strong will survive. Oh boy. A dead baby isn't good as a political pawn. You know what's crazy? See, half these people that, you know, they don't care if they kill off, they're being born in a liberal state, and they would probably grow to be a liberal person, and they would vote liberal, so they're just losing votes by doing it. See, that's even stupid within itself. Hunter says, same, the only one agenda. There's true. True. That's the only thing they care about is all the votes they can get out of whoever they can get them out of. I'm very conservative, but really don't have an opinion on abortion until I have the capacity to carry one around for 3 or 4 years. Liberals are nothing but modern day crybabies. Oh my gosh. And the lies these people tell. Like the drum kid, you know, they showed that one side of the story, and this is something I'm so happy about. So happy about. He is suing the news feeds that falsely accused him or put false, stuff out on him for libel. I hope he gets so much money from CNN. I hope in the contract he makes them say it's fake news. I would laugh my ass off. It would be so funny. Good Lord. I hope he wins so much money he never even has to think about working. Preach, Andy, preach. I know, right? I'm on a soapbox tonight. It's just driving me crazy. They're making it harder for people to abide by law. They are making it hard. Amen. Nonsense, not common sense. Common sense is expensive. Yeah, I know, right? You can kill a baby in the womb, but someone kills the mother. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. It's double homicide. How is that? I mean, in the same state. I mean, for many people, there's not a way to do it legally. I get that, and I feel bad for them people. I don't know what the answer is, but just opening the gates, there's no way to filter out evil from good. There are so many people that, even Al-Qaeda could go that way and sneak up through the borders. I'm sure they have already. There's just no way to do it. Gear, you are not alone. Everyone should be pissed. I agree totally. Torches and pitchforks are effective for politicians. Good will be evil, and evil will be good, so the word says. Hippies are the reason why this whole liberal started, probably. Bunch of demon rate running around, except out of the country. I see a bunch of demon rats running all around except out of the country. I agree, permanent visas are available if you have to work. And I hate to say a lot, people that are natural citizens are lazy. This is so ridiculous. I agree, it is ridiculous. And I got to say, all those people that voted this in, and they threw a party, man. They were jumping around, ranting, raving. You thought they'd just won the Super Bowl. There's a warm place in hell for them people. One day they're going to die, and they're going to go to heaven, or the gates of heaven, and they're going to have to explain why they voted that in. Seriously, they're going to have to do that. It may be 70 years from now. They may live to be 150-year-old. But one day, they're going to have to answer for that. Now, I don't bring religion on this very much, but one day, a higher power is going to be in front of them, and there's no atheist in a foxhole. So one day, they're going to explain that. And I don't think they're going to have an answer, and they ain't going to like the outcome of that, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Yours may vary, and that's totally fine. But this is just my opinion because it's my live stream. Let's see, a lot of people going over hard workers. I feel we are going to have a rise up and things don't change soon. It's getting scary. It is getting kind of scary. I don't know what's going to happen. I already feel like the liberals have rose up, seriously. You see like Antifa and stuff, all bullying and beating people up and stuff. It almost seems like they've already risen up on that side. Nothing new under the sun, same bottle since Cain and Abel. Or battle since Cain and Abel, good versus evil. That's totally true. A man asked God. All right, so that's my soapbox for the new New York law. It's ridiculous. It makes no sense. I've said that already, and I'm glad I got that off my chest, because if I hadn't have come out with that, let's hear. For people will be lovers of self, lovers of money, proud, arrogant, abusive, disobedient of the parents, ungrateful, unholy, heartless, unappeasable, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not loving, good, treacherous, reckless, swollen, with conceit, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having the appearance of godliness but denying his power, avoid such people. Truth. I couldn't live with myself if I didn't get that out there tonight. I couldn't sit here and, be the channel that I try to be. What's wrong with the world? There's zero accountability. That is 100,000% true. You can cold-heartedly catch somebody doing something, and they're like, I didn't do it. You know, it was somebody else's fault. You know, I was raised up in some crappy home, or I went to a crappy school, or I seen my buddy do it. I don't know. I feel you, Andy. Like in Honduras, 68% of the country is extremely poor. To get a visa, you need to have at least $10,000 in your bank account plus a job and properties, but 68% only make $3. I know. I don't have a good answer for that. I don't know what the answer is, but there's just no way to filter out the good from the bad. There's just no way to do it. If you just let everybody walk in, then you're going to have a bunch of stuff going on that you definitely don't want going on. Because, I mean, where did all the gangs and stuff come from down there? You know, I mean, they wasn't up here already. A lot of them came from, you know, down there, your MS-13s and stuff like that. You know, they came from down there up here and started a foothold and stuff like that. And you just can't filter out that stuff. In my opinion, we should take all Democrats that don't have our best interest in hand and send them to Mars and the moon. Yeah, that won't work. You know, this is still, it's my opinion, and a lot of your all's opinion, it sounds like. And if you ask some other people that probably watch the channel that'll unsubscribe after this, their opinions may be like the other ones. So, you know, whenever you say don't have our best agenda in mind, it's, in my opinion, you know, agreed, but in their opinion, not so much. So it's I don't know. Everyone accountable to God in the end. Truth, that is 100% true. The best love is the love we give to ourselves. The Big Bang Theory, Big Bang. Oh, you're talking about the Big Bang Theory TV show. LL True Edge, a civil war is coming, better get ready. I ain't gonna say it's coming, but it surprised me that it's, I don't know. Sounds like Brian likes to DIY. How you do, G-Man? I'm doing good. How are you, Rob? That Jeep looks good. I don't know if Krista's on here. That Jeep looks good, y'all. My job at the VA hospital in Jefferson, St. Louis, Missouri is definitely full of liberals, which makes it hard to work around. I get it. I don't know how you do it. You know, if I had an RN degree or something, I'd almost have to look somewhere else. MS-13 started in Los Angeles. I don't think that's where it started. They may have come up there, but did it really start there? Hey, Andy, when it's not earned, it's not respected. True. When what's wrong becomes right, and what's right becomes wrong. That's the way it's looking like it's going right now. Got Crystal, what's up, Rob, Justin. Let's take care of our veterans first. I agree. Hey, Dance Rebel, I agree. You know, you have homeless veterans here. We have a place here in Tennessee, or in you know, Chuckey area, and it was a huge mental institution. And they shut it down, but it's huge. It housed all these people for many, many years. And I was like, why don't somebody with money, because I don't have money, why don't somebody with some money open that for veterans to live in? Homeless veterans and stuff like that. They could come here and live there. At least they'd have a place to live. And, you know, the government should pay for that. I mean, these people fought and, you know, got wounded or died. You know, not the people that been there didn't die, but their friends and family died and stuff like that, so that we could have the freedoms that we love and cherish so much today. The freedoms that I can go get in my truck and drive to the Mexican restaurant, which I did earlier, and have, you know, chicken fajita nachos. And, you know, if Germany would have won that war, that probably wouldn't have been an option for me. I may not even been here. So, yes, I agree. Take care of the veterans, because they're the ones that took care of us. Sup, Gear? HKAR Mags thoughts. I was at Bud's mothership today, and they had some bagged up. How much were they? Because, man, the last HKAR mag I seen was outrageous. And I'm sure they're great mags. I'm sure they are, but for the price point, I just couldn't buy one. Now, if they got them priced reasonably, I may go to Pigeon Forge sometime this weekend. I may pick one or two of them up just to test. But at the prices I seen them at, they were so high. I was like, my goodness. Liberals are so much of, to fight real men and women. I think that's a bad fight for them to start, just in my opinion. That'd be a bad fight for them to actually want to start. Been a while, Rob. How you doing? Hey, Ron Shed, I bought an AR lower this weekend. Bought an AR over the weekend. Got 2 accessories. Is that like 2, like is a number 2, or you have to get accessories? And congratulations on the new AR. They are addicting. They're so much fun to shoot. Can I get this thing any closer? Nope. I put Visine in my eyes. My eyes have been a little blurry lately. I think I've been looking at my phone too much. There's only one way to heaven, and that's believing in Jesus Christ. Truth, and it's not killing babies along the way. What's up, Rob? You know you're effed as a society when you can't even take care of the people who fight for your liberties. I agree. I totally agree with that. I mean, it's those people that, so we can do what we do. I mean, they're the reason that I can get on here and talk to you guys on this channel. I mean, seriously, without our veterans, I would never be able to get on here and do this, because God knows what kind of dictatorship we'd be living underneath. Oh, Mexican. Yeah, I had Mexican night. It was pretty good. Great idea. Why are illegals getting a place to live and veterans aren't? True. I mean, there's just a huge place there. They could easily turn that into something like that. Government fund it for them, and, you know, let them live there. Well, at least next year we'll have something to look forward to. According to Georgia Guidestone, we'll lose 75% of the population. Huh? Why are we losing 75% of the population? German food's pretty good. I don't think I've ever had German food. I'm not saying their food ain't good. I'm saying Hitler wasn't good. It's a shitty world we live in, but fortunately, it's the only one we have, so we better make the best of it. Yeah, and man, we are, I don't know. We're not making the best of it. $60 for a 20 round, they're beautiful. They are beautiful, but think about that. $60 for a 20 round magazine. I mean, you can buy like just regular aluminum mags, because those are aluminum mags. They just have HK on them, and you can buy those for like $7, $8 a piece. So imagine how many aluminum mags you could buy for that. And you can even find like P mags sometimes for around $10. You could even get 6 P mags for the price of one of them, and they're 30 rounders. I mean, it's your money in the end, and I'm sure they're great mags and they look good, but that's a lot of money for one magazine. Greg, sorry guy, but just signed on. What's the problem? We was talking about the New York liberals up there killing babies as the woman's dilated. That's, the world's just going downhill. Anyway, I'm out. Phone's almost dead, and I'm not home. Hey, I appreciate you stopping by. Have a great weekend. I prefer Chinese or Japanese. Man, I don't turn down much food. I like it all. I ain't gonna lie. Yes, edge, stroganoff, and salt. All right, I have had stroganoff. I do. Okay. I guess I didn't even think about that, but that's probably the only German food I've had. 45 for 30. I would go that route. I don't understand why the 30 rounders are cheaper, but if I was going to do it, I would go that route. Good dance. How are you? Just bought a new BCM AR. What's your thoughts? BCM is awesome. That is my go-to AR. I've owned a couple of them. I would like to build a BCM 300 blackout pistol, and that is on my list of things to probably do this year. But I love BCM, and I've never had a hiccup out of mine. Very smooth rifle, very flat shooting. Put a Surefire muzzle brake on it, and I forget which one it is. On my video, I don't even know if I said which one it is in that, but that thing is a flat shooter. I mean, flat with that muzzle brake on it. The brakes aren't cheap, but it shoots flat. Staying busy like always, Rob. You would have been driving a Beetle to a Schnitzel Shack if the Germans won. Probably. What's up, all? What's up, Matt? How you doing, buddy? Hello, Mr. Motive. I'm going to skip the hellos. Okay, all right. With the world, I'm here. Okay, all right. With the world, I'm here. I'm glad it's all right now. Skipping the sups. Let's see here. How about we open up the old DOD buildings and not even heat it, but give the vets a shelter? I mean, that would be better than living on a park bench somewhere. Seriously. I mean, they could do that up here too. I don't get it. It's just sitting there stale, not doing nothing, just rotting down. I want a woman that is not only a believer in Jesus Christ, but also a pure conservative, but mainly a godly Christian woman. That is getting harder and harder to find. MS-13 started from Mexico. MS-13 started from Mexico and migrated to Lower California. Also say it originated from the Original Latin Kings on 13th Street. Yep, that's what I was thinking. Me too, CJ. Understand that the folks who spit in the face of returned military from Vietnam are the same folks who have offspring and with the same mentality. True. It's a learned. It's learned is what it is. Even like North Korea and stuff like that, if those people were in another upbringing, they would not believe what they believe. And half the time, they probably don't believe it anyway, but they're just too scared to say they're not, being feared of being killed or stuck in some kind of prison camp that's horrific. But it's an upbringing thing. But still, they're going to think that. Have you ever messed with atheloscope? I have not. I run a night force on my 308 AR-10, and I run aim points on most of my ARs except one, and it has a Trigicon ACOG. Do you ever find your van in that parking lot? Just I know. I don't know how you could find it. There's so many cars there. Soapbox. I'm on it. We are the face deep in fajitas as we speak. Awesome. I was chicken fajita nachos. My buddy just bought a LWRC, and I hate him. That is the one I wanted. I have a LMT, not a LWRC. LWRC makes a good rifle. Those are gas piston, and they say a gas piston gun isn't as accurate as a gas impingement gun because the moving parts affect the harmonics of the barrel. But I don't have a lot of experience in gas piston guns except AKs, and those aren't as accurate as ARs anyway. Nope, someone stole the sexy beast. Pam. Hi, Pam. Pam, what's up, sunshine? How are you? Hey, guys. Pam, just off work. Awesome. You'll be home here in a few minutes. Hello, all. We saw your poor SI. Yeah, I know it. Don't bring it up. It's a touchy subject. Yeah, super sad. I did all the paperwork today. I went by, since I had the day off, I went by the police station, got the police report, took it by the insurance company, dropped it off. They faxed it into the guy, so hopefully the ball's rolling. Pam, welcome to the stream, and very nice to meet you. Hey, Rob, what's up, Pam? Thank you, Edge. You too. I bet I would have been irate if that were my car. Oh, she wasn't too happy. I wanted to say something. She told me not to because I was pissed. I was like, why the hell wasn't that guy watching where he's driving? If you're driving backwards, look backwards. But she told me not to say nothing. Probably better off the cop was there then. TW, what's up? You get the new sticker yet, TW? Finishing up my 6.5 Grendale. I've heard that's an awesome round. I've never got a chance to shoot one of those rifles. My buddy has one, and hopefully over the summer I'll get a chance to shoot his, and that may become addicting because I may want one. And my wife's going right now, no, don't go shoot that. Sorry to hear about your car, Pam. I'm glad you're okay. Picked it up today, Rob, and thank you very much. Hey, TW, what's going on, buddy? I didn't see you come in. String Bean, what is up, Richard? How are you today? TW delivery Tuesday. I'm glad you're okay too. Yeah, that's the main thing. She's okay. The car wasn't it wasn't hurt crazy bad. It looks like it's going to need a new grill, a new valance under the grill, probably a new bumper cover. The guy was backing up, so he hit it, but it wasn't like he hit it at full rate of speed. Now, it's bad, and because it's a brand new car, basically, and it got hit, and that still sucks. But it's mainly body panel stuff that'll just be replaced. I don't think it got into the radiator support. I don't think it bent anything. The only thing it might have bent was the bumper, the brace behind the bumper cover, but I couldn't tell on that. So they won't know till they get in there that. It's possible that it broke some of the headlight mounts. I'm not sure. But the headlights seem solid, but you never know if they're cracked or something like that until you get into it. But the good part about it is nothing was busted that I seen. The car's still drivable, and everything is basically just bolt-on stuff. So it shouldn't be crazy to fix. I'm hoping it's probably still $2,000 or $3,000 or more just because how expensive stuff is now. I don't remember where I was at. So if I missed your comment, Please write it again. What do you think of the Dodge Hellcats and Demons? I just read an article just right before I come on here, and it said the new Hellcat has a lightweight package, and they were thinking that it actually made the car heavier. So if that's true, don't fall for it. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I would actually like to drive a Hellcat, though, or a Demon, because I think that would be pretty awesome. And my buddy Aficionado has one on here, and if you don't, go check out his channel. He has that thing. He drag races it and stuff, and he has like 154, 160 some mile an hour. It's a beast. Matt, I want to Creed more. What do you like for bipod looking at Harris? I have a Harris on mine, but I would actually like to have like a, what is that thing called? If you hadn't, I'll have to send that to you. I cannot remember the name of it right now. It starts with an A. Aculock, I can't remember. I'll have to send it to you. I'll DM you on Instagram after this whenever I figure out what it is. I'm knee deep into milking down all the 10-4 white oak for 2 rocking chairs I'm building. Awesome. That's awesome. I think it'd be great to be able to do woodworking. I have no skills at all in that. None. If I did, I would be fixing up my house myself. But I feel like I would be doing it, and then I would have to pay somebody else to come back and fix it. Austin TW, much easier to install than gears. I doubt that. Are you getting a rental car? Oh, yeah, she'll be getting a rental car. Milling. I have a new YouTube channel coming called Asphalt and Armory. Check it out. I will do that. I will definitely do that. String bean. Let me write the Asphalt and Armory. I can remember that. String bean. Let's see here. I sure hope so. Yeah, you will be. Don't worry. I love Harris bipod. You have a swivel on the CZ 455 combo. I do have a swivel on mine. And I have that quick lock mount on it. And I actually have a quick lock mount to the gun with mine. But I would like to have it. I think it's Aculock. I'd have to look it up. Garner has a new woman. When are you going to meet her? And you just have her a custom pipe bumper. And next time she can play bumper cars with the idiot. I know, right? I seen a guy on here, or not on here. I got sent a... Tim sent me an email of a guy that took a 2000 Honda Accord and put 37s underneath it. And immediately I thought of Rob when I seen it. But he put like some big, like 12-inch spacers on it and put 37-inch tires with 24-inch rims and took it off-roading. Garner has a new fling. He does. If you don't know what the Georgia Guidestones are, look it up. You'll find out yourself. They were set into place and have been protecting by selected few New World Order. I'll have to look that up. I did not know about that. He does, TW, and I hear she's real. Heard she's real. I ain't seen her. Can I have more info so I can look into it? I'm not totally lost. Something about abortion in New York. New York just passed a law that if a woman is dilated and having a baby, she can choose to abort it right then. I mean, 9 months into it, she can abort it right then. The baby has a heartbeat, fully developed, fully healthy. She can choose to kill it right there. It's crazy. It's crazy. Really no air required. Nope, just fingers and tactile skills. Atlas. Atlas, yes, that is one of them. There's another one too, but Atlas is great. My buddy has an Atlas, and it is awesome. Atlas or the other one I'm trying to think of would be the one. I'd probably actually go with an Atlas. But, yes, Atlases are awesome. They're very expensive, though. If you like the new Tundra when it comes out, will you trade? Don't ask me questions like that when my wife's on the channel, Lord. Probably not. I really like my truck, and my end goal is when I get my truck paid off, I want to buy a Nissan GTR. And that will stop me from trading my truck at any point in time because I've wanted one of them forever. And to get my dream car, I won't trade it. I don't really care what the new Tundra looks like. It probably would be better for the channel, but I really want a GTR, and I think a GTR would be good for the channel too. TW planer table saw, Laguna box 14 joiner, Incra miter. I'm gonna let TW read all that because I don't know what that is. Bravo Company, machining, great company. It is a great, Bravo Company is awesome. you're going to put those lights in your grill. You know what? I contacted that company. They contacted me back. I contacted them back twice now, and I hadn't heard back from them. I'm probably going to give them a few more days to get back with me. If I don't hear anything back, I'll put them in, and I just won't tell you where I got them, because they could at least said no thanks. But they did contact me back a couple of times, and I've not heard anything since. Oh my gosh, Edge, Christmas in February. That is true. Edge is fixing to get a lot of equipment. Hey, what's up, Andy? Did you ever update your Intune software? I have not yet. I've been so busy, I've not had time to do that yet, but I will. But I've not had any more problems with mine. That one glitch, and I've never had it happen again, ever. TW, I also have Oneida V3009N. It's a way, that's more tool work and more tool talk, and I don't know what it means. Dodge is also making the new 426 Elephant crate motor, working well over 1,000 horsepower, and the price well over $20K for the, good Lord, $20,000 for an engine and a crate. That's so much money. I can't imagine. You'd have to have so much money to buy that. It'd be fun though, 1,000 horsepower, but I mean, seriously, you can buy a Demon and they're like, what, 800 and some? So you're just 100 and some away from it. As now everything has to work with just saying, that's what I've heard. Or Accutac. Accutac's another one, both them. But I'd probably go with Atlas. I'm glad you know what I'm talking about. My memory, you know, I've got ADHD and I can't remember nothing. I know TW, I can't wait until Valentine's Day. I'm sure Brian has great plans. He better after all the stuff you've laid him by. Hello, Cruz. What is up, Tim? How are you? I've got 37s on my Civic. I know, right? That's what I was thinking. I must be like so far behind. I got a question, and I know I'll get to this here in a minute. I have like 30 minutes, so I'll read all the comments. And I may skip a few here because I got so far behind on my rant. But I thought about doing this tonight, but I didn't know how it'd go over. I thought about doing a live stream on cleaning some guns. Who would like to see that? I'm sure a lot of people know how to clean firearms. Some people may not. But when I can't clean my Glocks, I take them completely all the way down and clean everything in them. And maybe I'll try that next week if y'all think that you might want to see that. I wouldn't be able to read every comment or, you know, stuff like that. I'd catch one here and there. But at least I'd be doing something that maybe some of y'all might not know how to do. So maybe I'd do a live stream of cleaning one of my Glocks next week. And I did have a couple of people ask me about cleaning Glocks and cleaning revolvers and stuff like that. So it has been requested on the channel, but I was just curious if y'all would want to watch that. Y'all might find it boring. I would talk during it, but, you know, maybe you find it boring. Yep, planer. Hey, Tim. Just kidding. I hate Valentine's Day. It's all about anniversary. Valentine's Day is a money racket. I had the planer, the very last saw Michelle, Courtney, TW. This is ducted. Okay, it's more wood talk. not jumping the wood talk, but I just don't know what it means. I just saw a PT Cruiser body today on a Tacoma frame with a lift and tires, and I thought of Rob. I would have thought of Rob. I would have probably pulled him over to see if it was Rob. Only difference is, it'd been a real drive on the body. Yeah, probably was Rob. Rob, was you in Johnson City today? That is a form of population control. Gene socialism, the truth. I know it really is. But it's a bad form of, you know, population control. I used to love not Force, but I feel like they've sold out. Now they're into box stores. How do you feel about that? When I bought mine, they weren't in box stores yet that I had seen. Now, we didn't have a bunch of high-end box stores, but their Bud's Gun Shop does have Night Force now. I've not bought one from there and used. I'm fine with it as long as they kept their quality control, because it makes it easier for me to get a hold of one when I want it. But if they went into box stores and they had to up their production and that hurt their quality, then that's a no-go for me. But them just going to box stores, that doesn't bother me too bad, just because I have one within, you know, an hour and a half of me now. So if I decide I want to buy another Night Force, I can just run up there and grab it, and I don't have to wait 3 or 4 days for shipping, because I'm very impatient on shipping. I'm checking like my tracking like every 30 minutes. My wife will attest to that. She's all the time going, it'll be here. Check it out. The PL2 Mini, little light right here, showed up a day early. I was stoked. Think Sean must have been the good-looking guy behind the wheel. He is probably some old guy named Rob. Let's see here. That's more tool talk. MP9C 2.0 or CZP10C. Oh, man. All right. What are you going to do with it? If I was going to carry it, P10C all day long. This is one of my favorite pistols ever produced. If I was going to target practice with it or just take it to the range and it be a paper puncher, I would go with the 2.0, but I would have to go with the 2.0 with the Apex trigger. I'd have to put the Apex trigger in it. Stock trigger to stock trigger, P10C all day. If you're willing to spend the money on an Apex trigger and you're only going to shoot at the range, that's the way to go, because that trigger is amazing. Best trigger ever, but the texture on that grip is horrible to carry. I mean, that's like sandpaper. It's like 80 grit sandpaper on your body. But if I was going to carry it, P10C. Stock trigger, still P10C. But I don't have a stock trigger in my P10C, but the Apex is still better than the one that's not stock. Well, Sean, that is ridiculous. It was sharp, Rob. I'd say so. Just got the Glock 43X and love it. Boom. Carry gun. Tuxton Tactical has holsters for these now. So if you're looking for these, I think they've actually got them in stock. I carried this all day. Very, very, very comfortable holster. And I know you guys are like, hey, they give you holsters. And maybe they do. But if they suck, I would tell you, and I've never had one of these that sucks. That's the 48. Clicks in. Great holsters. Great holsters. And I'm not, like I said, I'm not just saying that because they send them to me. I'm saying that because they're the best Kydex holsters I've ever touched, ever. I've owned a ton of Kydex holsters. I've had to modify every single one of them, and I've never had to modify a Tuxton Tactical holster. So, in my opinion, they make the best Kydex holsters I've ever used. Their price is a little bit cheaper than most Kydex holsters, actually, and they use really, really good Kydex, and they have 48 and 43X in stock right now. And I'm not just pushing that. He's a great guy, but I'm not just pushing him because he's, like I said, because he sends me stuff. I would not do that to you guys if it wasn't a good product. I wouldn't take it personally. I mean, if you want to send me a bad product, I don't need a bunch of plastic, not plastic, but Kydex holsters just taking up space in the house. If they wasn't good, I'd say, hey, no, thanks. But they're awesome, and he sends me one every once in a while. Give you a thumbs up and wish I could smash it 1,000 times. Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate that. So what's the timetable on the new house? I want to see the gear studio. It's probably going to be a good year to year and a half down the road. We got to get this one fixed up. We got some stuff in it that we have to fix first, and we got quite a bit of work I want to do to it before I sell it because I want to get the most money out of it that I can possibly get. So you're probably looking at a year to a year and a half down the road, realistic time frame. He told me that, and I did not tell you next month. Edge, which model? I said, I didn't mean the house trailer, Justin. That'd be more like it if I was moving next month. If I saw my wife or girlfriend getting strangled by some man, I would get my pocket knife and stab him in the back. If I saw my wife getting strangled by some guy, the next day they would have his funeral, unless they wanted to speed it up and have it, 30 seconds after I seen it. TW 20-inch helical. Nah. Maybe 5 minutes worth, just my opinion. 5 minutes worth of what? The gun cleaning? It'd take me longer to clean it than that. I want a GTR too. I see my wife wants a GTR too. We're buying 2 of them. Powermatic. All right, just a heads up. I know I'm real far behind. Might as well keep on getting further behind. So the Mustang is looking more and more like it's coming to fruition. So there may be a Mustang coming up on the channel in the next week or 2. It won't be a new Mustang. What I'm looking at is more like a 99. It's got decent miles on it. It's a 5-speed. I wanted something cheap enough that I could pay for with my YouTube money that I make and still be able to take some of the YouTube money I make and buy the upgrades for it. So I went back and found a good, used 99 model. that I can upgrade and then probably take it to the drag strip in Bristol, you know, when the summertime gets here and they start doing that. And then we'll have some footage on the channel of drag racing at Bristol. I'd love to know how to clean guns. I can do it. Clean them all. Hey, you know, there's not enough time for that. I need some serious trigger finger therapy. Your trigger control is a very, very important part of shooting. If your trigger control isn't there, your groups will be off. If you're right-handed, a lot of times it will be low left. If you're left-handed, a lot of times it will be low right. But you kind of want your trigger right in the middle on the pad right here. That's where you want it. Now, sometimes I put mine a little further in. It's more comfortable that way, and that's kind of how I shoot. But that's not the correct way to do it. It's probably just a bad habit that I've gotten into, and I've learned how to shoot that way, and if it ain't broke, kind of don't fix it kind of thing. But that's technically, I put a little bit more trigger finger into the trigger than I'm supposed to. That is a beast. What's a beast? One of them guns? Looks like you're getting the wife and GTR instead gear. I know, right? Yes, sir. Powermatic except bandsaw and dust. Poll question. Favorite flavor of Mike's Hard Lemonade? I've only had a Mike's Hard Lemonade. What other flavors do they have? 4.5%. How do you clean your bolt? I have a great big rod with a P. Well, back when I had a 308 bolt. I've only got one bolt gun right now, and I really don't shoot it much. When I do, I run a bore snake through it. But my 308, when I had it, that was a bolt gun. I traded it for the AR-10 because I'm more into that style rifle. But I have a big cleaning rod, and I had a piece that went inside the bolt. You take the bolt out, and it was a cleaning rod guide, and that way you didn't hit the chamber or anything like that, and I run that through it and clean it like that. That's how I did it. Matt, Blueberry Lemonade by Smirnoff. Did you hear, Gear? Pam wants a GTR. That's the green light. It's in writing. I know, right? It's on here. I found one of them right before I bought my truck, and I literally almost traded for it, but it wasn't practical. It had 4,000 miles on it. It was $54,000. And that's kind of what I'm going to be looking for when I go get one, because I can't afford a $130,000 car. So if I can find one with, you know, under 10,000 miles for under $55,000, which is around what I paid for my truck with all the mods on it, then, you know, that's probably kind of what we're looking at. Any flavor? I would love to see the revolver cleaning. I can do that. That's the number one cleaning that I've actually had. Oh, now your wife wants a GTR. Cha-ching! I know, right? She's wanted a GTR for a while. I think I've wanted one longer, but she's wanted one for a while too. Ooh, clean the revolver is fun. I can do it. Maybe that'll be next week. There's pros and cons about stray blades versus helical. Oh, we're back to tools. I'm gonna leave that to Edge. What do you use for home defense weapon? A lot of times I will have my carry gun with, like, beside me somewhere, and I will use an IWI X95 Tavor as my rifle. A lot of times, either that or my Noveski AR pistol. One of those two is usually what I use for rifle-wise or pistol-wise, since the AR is a pistol. But it's short and it's very maneuverable. I got a video actually coming out on that topic probably next week. I started to put up this week, but so much stuff happened. I had so many other videos that I wanted to get up that it just didn't make it this week, but that video will make it next week. Glock 19 all day, Mr. Deer. Love the Glock 19, but I got to tell you something, and I'm not just saying this because it's new. I love this 48. I do. I love the 48. Now, I don't carry the 48 because the 43X carries so much better and you get the same amount of, you know, firepower in the magazine. But that 48 just feels good. My idea of hard lemonade is white lightning in country time. We are moonshine drinkers here ourselves. That will be sweet setup, Edge. TW, I can't wait. That's more tools. Hey, Gear. Hey, Eddie, what is up? How are you today? Hope you had a great day. Hope you're back home. Hope you're not traveling right now. Shine gives me heartburn too bad. I understand that. Not much into guns, but if you do any of the maintenance on the truck, I would like to see it. Actually, I'm still getting free oil changes and stuff on the truck, so I don't do any of my own maintenance on that right now, because if it's free, I'm going to let them do it. So you're carrying appendix now, or just sometimes? Sometimes. Sometimes. I do some, I don't do some. Even I carry these holsters sometimes, not appendix. But I carried appendix today. And that holster is very, very comfortable appendix. We got, hey, Eddie's. The finish will be very nice running it through there. Let's see here. Rebel, how is the weather? Hello, Rebel, Eddie, Cold Edge, Yo, Rob, Matt. It's just giving you a heartburn. It's trash. Pour some in the bottle cap and light it on fire. Blue flame. It's where you want. Truth. TW, let's say it's more wood talk. I'm getting impatient on my wing. Yeah, you got that in. Why ain't that on your car yet? Just do like Rob and go out there and drill you some holes, throw it on it. When are they supposed to install it? I know you got it in, but I think you, didn't you say you got that in? I thought I was on the phone with you and you said you got that in. It's all good? Yeah, man. Gorilla Glue, Courtney. Truth. Justin almost at that point. Oh, man. Probably some jackwagon making it with a car radiator. That would suck. I actually watched a show. It's funny you talk about that. I actually watched a show today on National Geographic talking about moonshine. And you should have seen what those people were making. It was horrible. Had like flies and cockroaches in it. Just made a call and the law will be overturned. So if all goes well, then no worries. Save the babies. This will end in court. I agree. It will end in court, and I hope they overturn it. Fords and Mustang do well on YouTube. They do well on YouTube. My best videos is when I'm trashing the F-150s. It's crazy. A Ford on the channel, crap. It'll get a lot of views. It'll get a lot of views. If you have a Toyota, at least are nice, but check out Marlin Crawler. If you have a Toyota, at least check out. I'm getting notifications at the top of the screen, so it catch me glancing up. Yay for Mustang. Can't wait to see what you do with it. Is it stock? It's stock right now. First mods are going to be intake, exhaust, probably a tuner, and maybe a throttle body is what I'm thinking. Toyota. I thought you were going to review the Silverado. I know, man. I know. I got to do that. It's been so cold here. I'm done making excuses. I will do my best. It's supposed to rain next week, like all week. If I get a dry day next week, because I can't set the camera up and do videos because the camera will get wet and then you won't be able to see good. If I get a dry day next week, I will do that video. Pretend it's the Toyota TW. I know. I'll still have the truck. The truck ain't going nowhere. Buy Glock, no need to clean. That's kind of true. Get the Ford. I'm going to probably get the Ford. I'm going to look at it this weekend and drive it and make sure I want it. But that's what we're leaning towards. Wait, what? Isn't the Mustang two-wheel drive? Yeah, but it'll outrun the Taco. YouTube money to buy a Stang, does that include ignition and interior? Yeah, it does include all that. It does. Added any new timepieces to your collection, planning any? Just this. And that's the watch that my wife told me I had to wear because it checks your pulse. I'm actually going to be selling some on YouTube to fund some of the cars. I'm kidding. So some of my other timepieces will be gone because I mainly wear this now anyway for blood pressure reasons. So no need to keep the other stuff. I'm not going to wear it. Hey, Gary, well, if you get a Ford, what you do to it won't be mods. There'll be repairs. Been there, but the older, we had a 2000 Mustang years ago, and it was a good car. I didn't have any problems with it. Only thing that was wrong with that car was the plenum busted. The plenum on those cars are like plastic from the factory. Back in that year, 03, they changed it to aluminum. And when I bought the new one to put on the 2000, it was aluminum, and it'll never have any more problems after that. But I don't know if this one's been changed or not. He said a great big rod. Oh, man. I said that? I don't remember it. Oh, I guess I did say that. Gear, wake up. You're talking. Oh man, what did I say that? Big Rod, we're going. What? What did I say? He also said boar snake. Oh, I know what you're talking about. Man, I'm so far behind. I couldn't remember what I said. Am I on the wrong channel now? Did you hear Noveski? His site got shut down. I did not hear that. What happened? Why did it get shut down? Can I just bring my guns to you for cleaning? Mine are every man's guns, not your high dollar ones. They can be yours for a video. Yeah, bring them on down. Well, my buddies gave me a 1911 to do for a video on. I got to do that sometime this weekend. My first line of home defense are 2 huge Dobermans, Zeus and Apollo. That would definitely do it. It's okay, Craig's Clocks. We get sidetracked. I can't tell you what I use for home defense because the feds are, I think, I'm on their all watch list. Oh, I guarantee you I probably am too. Yeah, they probably know me. I go in there and buy guns, and I bought like 3 last week, or week 4 last. Great start, TW. What does it take in Tennessee to get a concealed carry? Funny you ask. I think I'm going to do a video on that. I may buy that new Mossberg pistol that just come out, the MC1 SC. And I talked to that place where I bought the Glock 43X, and I told them I was thinking about doing a video on what it took to buy a gun in Tennessee. It's not that crazy. You fill out a couple of pages of paperwork. They do a background check. It costs you $10 and you walk out with it. But I may do a video on that. That's highly possible. Cold here in Holbrook. It's cold everywhere right now, I think. Thunder Whisperer, are they trained? If not, you'd be surprised what dogs will do. They'll just walk up and lick you. Rob Yoda, they're very well trained and obedient. That's good to hear. Hey, Andy, sorry to hear about the Civic. Hey, thanks, Keenan. I appreciate that, buddy. It's not hurt super bad, but it hurts feelings more than probably the cars hurt, to tell you the truth about it. Because from what I can tell, you know, you never know till you take that stuff off how bad it's hurt behind it. But looking on the outside, it looks like it's bolt on. Have you ever been to Whitaker's in West Louisville, Kentucky, a great gun shop? I have not. But if I ever make it up to, I've only been to Louisville once. If I make it back to Louisville, I'll stop in and see them. I meant trained as guard dogs. Hey, Keenan, what about Mustang 2JZ SWAT? Oh my gosh, that would be awesome. Put a big single turbo on a 2JZ. That would be incredible. You know, I ain't gonna, what? Oh, my wife just walked in and was looking at Buddy. That would be something maybe in the future. If I get another good month like I did last month, maybe. Courtney, install was supposed to be last weekend. Now I have no idea. Is your car sitting there? I mean, did you take it to? I'm assuming you take it to a shop to have it done. Been the handler for 20 years now. It takes a lot of work to get a dog to do what you need it to do in time of need. It didn't take me long to mine. I just tell Buddy to lay there. Actually, he'd probably jump up and run there and get in my way and trip me, and I'd shoot myself. He seems to want to run right underneath your feet and trip you every chance he gets. They are. I can tell them to go patrol areas of my property, and they run there. They're, man, that's impressive right there. 2JZ, I'm intrigued. Me too. That would be awesome. That would be too awesome, actually. TW, get training the dog won't do anything without food. TW, awesome to hear. Most people don't put that much time into their dogs. It's unfortunate. It is. That's awesome that your dogs do that. It is awesome. That's great, Rob Yoda. I have a young boxer in training now. Man, that's just too cool. I'd like to see videos of that. That's just awesome. Have you driven a Dodge Intrepid? I have, years ago. Years ago. Not the best car I ever drove. Mustangs are a real hit with the crowd. They really are. I mean, I think the Mustang will do well on the channel, and that's one reason that I chose it. Plus, you can buy, you know, older Mustangs like that pretty reasonable. And the mods for them aren't that bad either, so you can do a lot of stuff to them, you know. I just think it's a win all the way around. Bailey is more like a crackhead than a guard dog. Sorry, the up above comment about the Atlas transfer case did not come through. I was saying if you have a Toyota, check out Marlin Crawler. They have double up on even triple transfer case. Nice. Nice. Have a Gen 2 Glock 22. 40 thinking about upgrading the trigger. What do y'all think? I upgrade all my triggers. That being said, I have a Gen 2 Glock 20 10 millimeter that I have not upgraded the trigger on. I need to do a video on that, but 10 millimeter is so expensive. God, it's expensive. 2 labs and a 19, all good for protection at home. That's true. It's true. Just let them alert you. 19 does work. Have you ever owned a Kimber? I've owned 3 Kimbers, and I will never own another Kimber unless I can sell it and make some money. My first Kimber went full automatic on me. That wasn't fun. And then my second one kept throwing brass and hit me in the face. It actually threw a piece of brass one time so hard and hit my stepdad in the face, he was bleeding. And the third one, it jammed. I'll just never, they're way overpriced. There's other 1911s that are better to buy than Kimber for the money. 3 dogs, 2 cats, a snake, an FNS9, a CZ45T, and a Benelli Supernova. I think I'm covered. I just read that there's a police department going away from FNSs. They had 40 cows. And I'm sure this isn't the gun's fault, but the police are having accidental discharges, and they're all switching to Glock 17s. It's probably, the cops' fault, because despite what a lot of people think, a lot of cops don't know how to shoot and probably don't know how to take down anything other than their own guns. If you watch a lot of these cop shows, when you see them trying to unload these firearms and stuff, it's pretty comical, actually. Now, there are some cops that are just gun geniuses out there. I'm not saying all of them aren't, gun enthusiasts, but a lot of them take it as a job, and when they leave, they're just not into guns. And you can see it, like I said, by what they do. What was that? I don't know what that said. Thank you, Edge. I'm not sure what that said, but thank you very much. Welcome home, Pam. Go, buddy, go. Thank you, Rob. I'm surprised to get a snowstorm next week. Supposed to get oh man, it's supposed to be 70 degrees here next week. But I hope you don't get that snow. That's horrible. I've had enough snow and cold. Got to go, guys. Hot day tonight. Me and the grill. 2 marinated New York strip steaks. TW, have a great night, buddy. And thanks for stopping by. Enjoy those steaks. What breed is Buddy? He is a Shih Tzu. He's 12 years old. He's getting some age on him, but he's still in good health. Can't see good. Can't hear great. He still smells good, though, man. You bring a piece of food somewhere and hide it in the middle of nowhere, and he'll sniff that down like it's nobody's business. I tell my dog it's dinner time, and he runs the bowl. It's amazing. That's about how, I say, wanna bite? Want a bite? Yep, he jumped up. He's looking at me like, hey, where's the food? He can't hear good, so I have to speak louder. Hey, moderators. Can you still not get Pam on the channel? It's not the fact she can't get on the channel. It's just the fact I try to keep that life separate. See you, TW. Keep an eye out for delivery vid. What's your language? There's ladies amongst us. True. I was wondering what happened. He's a Shih Tzu. He is a Shih Tzu. Pam, what's your mouth? Do you own a Scorpion Evo? I do not, but my cousin does. He loves it. Instead of the Scorpion Evo, I went with the SIG MPX and SBR'd it. That is one of the coolest and my favorite rifles that I actually own. I always wanted a HK MP5, which Palmetto State Armory is coming out with a version of that. And there's a Palmetto State Armory within 3 hours of me. And when that thing hits the shelf, I'm going to drive down there and look at it and maybe buy it. Because I've always, always wanted an MP5. But I went with the MPX, and that kind of filled the void until, Palmetto State Armory came out with theirs, and it was affordable. But my cousin really likes his Evo. He really does. Excuse me, it's the root beer. Wow, does Kimber have a reputation for bad reliability? There's a lot of people around here that's had some issues with them, and they don't really like them. There's a few people that do, but I know more people that don't like Kimber than does. Hey, Rob. Hey, Marcus. Pam's laughing. Hey, Andy, how's your evening going, buddy? Shakedown, it's going pretty well. Had the day off. My internet went down. Luckily, I got it fixed so I could do this live stream. But it's going pretty good. How's your day been? Hey, Shakedown. Hello, Shakedown. I'm tired of snow and cold and the rain. I know I'm tired of all that. I'm ready for some 80 to 90 degree weather and it's sunny. Watched a cop on YouTube that didn't know how to release the mag. And I know, right? I mean, yeah, seriously. Here's a stat for you. And it may not be that same stat now, but a few years ago, the average, and I know this is because they're in a high-stress situation, but the average 3 shots at 7 yards from a police officer's pistol will miss his target. Now, I know it's a high-stressful situation, but 7 yards ain't that far. I want to know if Michaela's videos outperforming yours cause any tension in the house. No, it doesn't. Till she hits 232,000 views on one of them, I ain't gonna worry about it. What's your thoughts on the Scar 16? I have a SBR version. I love the Scar 16. I wanted one for a long time, and they actually quit importing them for a little while because they lied about how many American-made parts were on them. And by the time they started importing them again, I was kind of over it. But I do love that rifle. It's an awesome rifle. But back to the Michaela's video. I have a feeling that Michaela will outperform me on YouTube. There's no doubt about it. What she's doing on YouTube will definitely outperform me. I have a feeling by the end of the year, she will probably have more subscribers than me or close to it. That's funny, Rob. Hey, Shakedown. Does it hurt your feelings that she outperforms you sometimes, Rob? Oh, that hurt. Hey, Shakedown. It is murder. No two ways around it. It is murder. I totally agree. Nice asphalt, A. Lewis. Just watched the Ike and Tina movie and thought again. What? Why'd you think of me when you watched that? What was your first dog? What was your first dog, Buddy? Huh? Buddy wasn't my first dog, but he's probably the dog I've been the closest to. Hey, Justin Edge, just sit down to eat me a monster salad out of popcorn-sized bowl. Holy crap, that's a big salad. Pam is Ike and Andy is Tina. Probably. That's probably more like it. You've got it. Hey, Rob, Shakedown, that sounds amazing. That's a big salad. I got 220K. Do we have an issue? Nope, because I've got 220-something, 222, I think it is right now. Did you watch the news today about our illustrious Governor North? I did hear about that. Or was you talking to Rob, Edge? I know you know what my video has, so you was probably talking to Rob. So when's Pam starting YouTube so y'all can compete? I'm telling you, man, the women's going to outperform me. I have no doubt about it. One reason behind that is because I do gun content. YouTube no longer suggests gun content. I really believe if YouTube was like it was 5 years ago, the channel would probably already be bigger because they recommended gun content like they do my truck content. If you go watch my truck content videos, they'll have thousands of views, a lot of them. But my gun stuff, I've only got a few of them that have thousands of views. And that's because people's looking for that. You have to actually be looking for my gun stuff to find it because they don't recommend it anymore. So just by me having gun content sometimes really stunts some growth some. If I had as many truck videos as I do gun videos, or if all my gun videos were truck videos, the channel might actually be bigger. But guns have been a passion of mine for a long time, and even if YouTube don't like it, other than taking me down, I guess. But even if they don't recommend it, I'm still going to do gun stuff because it's a passion and a hobby, and I just like it. So it would take a lot for me to stop doing gun stuff. Let's see here. Awesome, Brian. Agree 100% with a lot of Leos. Do not properly know how to handle firearms. Truth. I mean, you watch TV shows and see that. Like Live PD, it's a joke sometimes I watch those guys handle firearms. Y'all have a safe weekend. Take care. You too, Reckless. That's what she said. You need to get egg content. I do need egg content, don't I? Are you talking to Rob? What's up? Hey, King. How are you doing, buddy? Hope you had a great Friday. Hey, Rebel. Hey, Edge. Yo, King. Let's see if there's anything else on here. I wanted to show y'all the new PL Mini 2. I'll do a video on this. This is a pretty sweet little light, and I got it on sale for like 60 bucks or something. It's rechargeable. It has a ratcheting system. It'll fit just about any light, even any gun, even compacts, because when you flip the rail on this side, this gun is unloaded. It ratchets. It actually slides forward. Well, I didn't know it came all the way off, but it actually comes all the way off apparently, and it locks down crazy tight. It comes all the way off. And for lights, the Foxtrot on this is a POS. This light sucks. When I do after I do the review on this light, it sucks so bad, I might give it away. And it was $140. It's awful. Don't buy one of them. It's horrible. Do what you like, it will grow. Maybe not as quickly as others, but it'll grow. I agree, Eddie. I totally agree. I think it's grew pretty good. I'm fixing to hit 5,300 subscribers, and I think that's pretty good in about a year and a month, in my opinion. I don't know, but just in my opinion, I think that's fairly decent. So, you know, I'm going to continue truck content. There'll be car content coming, but there'll always be gun content, unless YouTube shuts me down. No Rob egg content, didn't do well. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. It was $140, yes, and it was not worth it. That is awesome growth. Thanks, Eddie. I appreciate it. Anything else? We talked about the Civic, talked about the new cars. All right, one last thing. Two things. One thing is a warning to any females that are watching this or maybe watching this. Just read this. A Virginia Beach woman found a fish hook in a tampon. A brand new, think about it. I know that's not something I normally talk about on this, but it's a warning. You all should, it looked suspicious, she said. It was sticking out. It was, the brand was Playtex Simple Gentle Glide or something. But it's a warning to anybody watching this video. If something looks weird, check it out. She found somebody had stuck a fish hook in a tampon. That would be horrible. So, don't fall for the old fish hook and the tampon gag, you know. Check it. Do I have takers on moving very heavy machinery downstairs? That doesn't sound like a good deal. You can get a flashlight and duct tape for $5. Do better. I agree, because that light's horrible. That poor tampon, I know. Luckily, she didn't insert it. She found it prior, because the tampon was sticking out a little bit of the applicator, and she looked at it and found a little black dot and decided to look a little closer and found a fish hook. I'll try to remember that. Yeah, Justin, don't insert them tampons. Tundra all day long with Gear Runner all day. Enjoy your vids. Thank you very much, Mark. I appreciate it. Courtney's like, what the hell? Yeah, check those. This snow sucks. Yes, it does, Springfield. And it's supposed to warm up this weekend to like 60. That's what I'm saying, Courtney. That was done at the factory out of spite. Yes, and it may have been a woman done it. You never know. It may not have been a man. It may have been a man. You never know who done that. But nonetheless, it don't matter who did it. That would have sucked for some innocent person that didn't have nothing to do with it. She's a keeper. All right, next. Last thing. Last thing. Oh, two things. I just seen the bottom. There's 7 people died in this winter storm, so when it's cold, please take care. They were talking about in Chicago, where it's like a negative 57, if you're outside more than like 30 minutes, you can get frostbite on exposed skin. So please, please, please take care when it's cold outside, like it has been lately. Sorry, I had to apologize to all the females. What is the woman's hygiene channel? I don't know. I read it on some news site. It might have been NBC News. I don't remember what news I was on. It was some news. Fox. I don't remember. It was some news site I read it on. Last thing, I promise. Who y'all got? Rams, Patriots. I don't know who's going to win the Super Bowl. Rams. I'm rooting for the Rams myself. I'm not rooting for the Patriots. But I'm rooting for the Rams. Who y'all got? Rams, Patriots, Rams. Anybody want to throw in other than Pam? Anybody? Anybody watching the Super Bowl? Courtney says Patriots. Ed says commercials. You know what? I've been disappointed in the commercials the last few years. Hate the Patriots. I guess that's a Rams thing. Sorry, I don't watch NFL at all. I understand. I don't watch them very, very, very little. Now that they don't show everybody kneeling, I watch it a little more. But back when all that kneeling crap was going on, piss on them, I didn't watch it at all. Glad I moved down south. Now the snow shoveling, I don't have to wear 7 layers of clothes to leave the house. I don't miss that. I'd say not, Eddie. It's always warm where you're at. Puppy Bowl. I like watching the Puppy Bowl. I usually try to get Buddy on there. You know, they have little dogs at the bottom sometimes. But the commercials have not been as good here lately. The last couple of years, I think the commercials have been fails. Temp here is 11. The temp here is 37 right now. Go Redskins. I don't think they're going to win it, Eddie. Mark's got the Rams. Who's doing the halftime show? The halftime show is Maroon 5. Pam beat me to it. And there's a big controversy about that. And that's a bunch of crap anyway, because all this Colin Kaepernick stuff. Colin Kaepernick did that to himself. He wasn't starting when that happened. Rams said, Rob, Kaepernick wasn't starting. He wasn't the starting quarterback when he did that. So if he was good enough to start, he would have been starting then. And that's probably why nobody's picking him. Maybe he is being blackballed. I don't know. But, you know, there's better ways to protest, and that was the wrong way to do it. And the owners of these teams own these teams, and they can hire and fire whoever they want to, regardless of what people think. If your boss decides they don't want you working there, they will fire you. And no matter what you do or say or did, probably won't get your job back, and it's the same way for him. He's got a boss. They fired him. If no other owner wants to hire him, there ain't nothing anybody can do about it. They can yell and scream and kick and cry and plead, and it won't make no difference. I'd rather watch the Gators, and that's saying something. Amen. Go Gators, Sean. I knew you was a Gators fan. You seen that, Pam? Sean's a Gators fan. All right. I hate the Pats, but they will win. Probably because of, the bad calls. Capper dick. I know it. That's how one guy says it. One of the guys I watch on here. What's that guy's name, Pam? Oh, what's that guy's name? He's a big redneck. Which I'm a big redneck, so I guess I can say that because I'm a redneck. I cannot remember his name. He's on YouTube. Boo, no girl, no point in watching. I'm playing Tecmo Bowl on Sunday, so the Redskins will be playing. I love Tecmo Bowl. I love that game. Nice, Eddie. I love that game. Me too. Louis. Best commercial was a horse carriage ride when the horse passed gas and the lady was holding. I agree. Jared Outlaw. All right, we've been on here 76 minutes. Pam's home. Actually, 77 minutes now. Pam's home. I'm going to get off here. I hope you guys have a great weekend. Thank you again for getting me to 5,000 subscribers late last week. I greatly appreciate that. Again, you all rock. I say that over and over and over. Greatest subs in the world. Thank you again. Have a great weekend. See y'all next.